Good morning, Mr. Fikens.
Morning, Mr. Reed.
Can you hear me?
I can. You're looking good.
Thank you. Back at you.
Good morning, Miss Wilson.
Good morning, Ms. Wilson.
Good morning to you both. How are you?
Pretty good yourself?
You.
Good.
Good deal.
That's what my father used to say all the time. Good deal. Just reminded me of it.
That's nice to hear.
Yep.
Good morning, Miss Mack. Officer Lot.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Parker.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Reed. How are you today?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Parker.
Good morning, Mr. Fikens. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yourself?
Great. Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good deal.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Morning,
Good
Judge.
morning,
36th
Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning.
36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge. On this morning, we are going to get started very quickly. I have some things that are going on regarding funding, and so I need to make sure I am in place to do everything that I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to start off this morning a little bit different. Good morning in the courtroom. Good morning, Mr. Kusheri. Good to see you. Good morning, Mr. Reed. Mr. Fife is our attorneys. Good morning. And now I'm going to start with calling the docket. I see Mr. Boomer is on. So I'm calling case number SP 133-37602 and case number 220-566-1001. Mr. Boomer, please state your full name.
Stephen Boomer. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning, Mr. Boomer?
Doing very good. Doing very good.
Very good. Wonderful. You're in a different setting today. I see Hope in the back instead of the usual picture. What's going on today?
I'm on the front porch. It's a beautiful morning. I was watching all the birds fly around and stuff. They got a bunch of bird feeders and they had a couple of hummingbirds. I don't know.
Okay. All right. That sounds exciting. Good morning. They're not too hot yet, then I take it.
Not yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
Yes,
You
Your
can
Honor.
feel it in the air.
It was here yesterday.
I hear you. I hear you. All right, Mr. Boomer, you're looking good. Tell me what's working for you.
Just staying busy, staying positive. Just surrounding myself with positive people. And
All right. Very good. Are you having any challenges, any difficulties?
no, Your Honor, not at all.
None at all?
No, well, health, I'm working on that, but that's like an old friend. It's
Yeah.
been here a while, but we're working on it.
All right. It can be like an old friend too. Come and go, right?
Yeah, it's been here.
All right. All right. Very good. Well, it's good to see you this morning. You look like you're doing well. Mr. Yancey, is Mr. Boomer in compliance with everything?
Yes, he is, Your Honor. He's in compliance to the point where I want to recommend a phase advancement.
All right. What phase is he advancing to this morning?
He's advancing to phase 4. He's currently in phase 3. Your Honor, he's complied with all the conditions of phase 3. I did see him after graduation. We were able to talk. And also he was able to, on his graduation day, he left the graduation, Your Honor, and he went and paid his fines and costs. After he left the graduation, he came to our court. So we really commend him on that. He's in full compliance with all the aspects of our program at this time.
All right. Awesome. Any objection from any of the other teams as to the promotion of Mr. Boomer?
No objections, Judge, and congratulations, Mr. Boomer.
Yes,
Thanks, sir.
I join in that, Your Honor. No objections.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Mr. Kusheri, was there anything additional you need to report out on Mr. Boomer?
No, Your Honor. Congratulations on a great report, Mr. Boomer, and congratulations on your phase advancement. It's great to see you.
Good to see y'all. Thank you.
All right. Very good. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Boomer on his promotion to phase 4. Congratulations to you, Mr. Boomer. Keep up the great work that you are doing. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I definitely will.
All right. Awesome. Your next contact is going to be August 1st, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m.
Yes.
Yes,
And that will
Your
be for Mr. Yancey. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. I need everyone to join me in thanking Mr. Boomer for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Boomer. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Awesome. All right. You are free to leave.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right. You do the same. Miss Mack and Miss Wilson, I will need you all to let people in from the waiting room. I don't have the ability to do it on my device this morning.
Good morning, Judge. Will do.
All right, thank you. All right, are there any people in the waiting room right now?
No, Judge, we've let everyone in.
Okay, all right, I just see Mr. Fry. All right, very good. Let's go to Mr. Fry. Good morning, Mr. Fry. I have case number 210-456-7901. State your name for me.
James Devlin Fry.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fry. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Fry, things are going well with you?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just moving forward in the program and doing my apprenticeship at Ford Motor Company right now, and it's going. You know, I'm having problems with my journeyman, but I'm trying to work it out.
All right, work it out. Show up and be the best that you can be. Do the best that you can do, and work it out. Work it
Yes,
out, because
ma'am.
that's a great opportunity, right?
Yes, it is. It's a wonderful opportunity. Yes, it is. I'm looking.
Yes,
I want
sir.
to be able. Yes,
All right.
it is.
So work it out. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. How did you do with the holiday, Mr. Fry?
Oh, the holidays went slow. They went well. I worked through the holidays. I like I was talking to Mr. Yancey, I had a kind of an epiphany. I was driving and I was looking in the back of my car, and I didn't see no bottles of alcohols rolling around. You know, in the past, it used to be clinging and clanging in the back seat of my car underneath the seat. But there was none of that this year, so it was a good thing, you know.
Well,
So
what a wonderful change that is.
it made me recognize that there was a problem. That's, you know, because I came to my mind, you know, I'm like, man, I used to look back there and it was Tito's bottle rolling around. Well, none of that rolling around in my car. So it was a good thing.
Yes. Yes, that is awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. Anything else? That's some good news this morning to report.
Yes, it
All
is. Yes,
right.
it is.
Anything else that you want to share with us this morning as to how you're doing with your progress?
And that's it, George. That was just an eye-waking experience, you know, a mind-thinking experience. That told me that, you know, it was a problem, you know, because I used to see those things and I didn't think it was a problem, but you know, now that I don't see them, so I know that it had to be a problem. You know, just an eye-opening experience to think about that, and it made me say, "Yeah, you had a problem, bro. Get it
Yes.
together." Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very good. Are you having any issues, any concerns, anything that you need us to help you with?
No, I'm moving forward. You know, Mr. Yancey has been there, you know, talking to me, counseling with me. It's been fine.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Mr. Yancey, is Mr. Fry in compliance, and what phase is he in?
Your Honor, he's in full compliance
Okay.
at this time. The only challenge he's having is I think he's being tested at work, and I think he's gonna pass that test. That's common a lot of times when you're advancing and you've changed your life and people see that you're trying to do that. Everybody is not in your corner. So, but he recognizes it ahead of time so he can ward it off. Other than that, he's in full compliance with every aspect of his phase in our program at this time. He's in phase 2. He'll be going to phase 3. Well, I'll be recommending phase 3 very swiftly at this point.
All right. Very good. Mr. Fry is in compliance as well, Mr. Kushiri, with the VA.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Fry does not receive his mental health or substance use treatment from the VA. He receives his medical care, but he does a community provider for his court-ordered treatment, which he's compliant. And congratulations, Mr. Fry, on all of your hard work. And I'm so glad that the backseat of your car doesn't have all those bottles sneaking around anymore. Take
Thank you,
care.
Mr. Cuseri.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Fry. If you don't have any questions for the team on this morning, your next date will be a face-to-face with Mr. Yancey on July 25th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Did I get that right? The 25th? Yes, I did. All right,
Okay.
awesome. And so before you go, Mr. Fry, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Fry for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Fry. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Your Honor.
We appreciate you. All right,
Thank you.
enjoy your day.
Take care, Judge. You enjoy your day as well.
Thank you. All right. Does anyone know where Mr. Brown, Mr. Dillard, Mr. Franklin, Mr. Marshall, Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Trimble?
I don't know if it, I don't know if
Mr.
it's,
Brown
oh,
is physically coming in into the courtroom, and Mr. Franklin, I had communication and told him to log on, so he should be logging on.
Okay, wonderful. What about Mr. Dillard and Mr. Marshall?
Mr. Dillard. And Mr. Dillard's physically coming in. He's never got the Zoom situation going. Mr. Marshall checked with his job, and he couldn't Zoom in any earlier than 8:30.
Okay, he may have to wait a little bit, Mr. Yancey. Okay, but
Okay.
we'll make it work out. I'll pop back in. And then
Okay.
what about Mr. O'Brien?
Mr. O'Brien, and I'm double checking. I talked to him last evening. I believe he's going to have some emergency surgery today. They had to take him off of his work line because of his back, his prior procedure.
Remember, we're streaming live. Okay.
I'm sorry. So,
Okay, so
I can give you
adjourn
some,
him.
I can give you some information offline, Your Honor.
Okay, so I need to adjourn Mr. O'Brien.
That'd be super great, Your Honor.
Can I put him on for next week, Tuesday, and just to have a holding date for him?
Yes.
All right. And then we'll talk offline.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I have Mr. O'Brien on the phone now. He said he's been trying to get in, but he couldn't get in. He have a new phone. And for some reason, he's not able to get in. So,
Okay. And so I don't know what's going on with my device. All right. Mr. Yancey, I don't want him to sweat having to be here today. Let's have him take care of Mr. Parker. If you could have him, tell him to tend to his medical affairs. And I am adjourning case number 210-611-8501. I am adjourning him to, let's do July. Have a face-to-face with him today, Mr. Yancey, and then I will see him, have a face-to-face with him on July 18th, okay?
Yes.
All right, July 18th, 2023, and that'll be at 1:30 p.m.
okay.
If you could communicate that to him, and I'm sure Mr. Yancey will have some follow-up with him as well. Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Parker.
You're welcome, Your Honor. He heard you.
All right, very good. Hang in there, Mr. O'Brien. Do well.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's do, anyone know what's going on with the matter, LaRonda Anderson? Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
Yes, Judge.
wonderful.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. Did someone join us?
Mr. Franklin.
Yes, ma'am. My volume went out. Okay. One more time, you said Mr. Franklin joined us?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Judge.
Maybe it's, all right, very good. Let me call Mr. Franklin's cases. I have the following: SP 105-98852, SP 134-56022, case number 134045831. Mr. Franklin, please state your full name for me.
Yes, ma'am. Jeffrey Franklin.
Good morning, Mr. Franklin. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
Very good. Are you working this morning?
Yes, ma'am. They changed my schedule a little bit. I go in a little bit later, so I'm great. So.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Mr. Franklin, how have you been doing?
Well, I'm progressing. I'm making incremental steps, you know. My main thing is that I have new responsibilities at work, and I'm getting accustomed to that and the new hours at work. And I'm getting my financial situation in straightened out step by step after those setbacks with my home and had to spend all that extra money. But I'm barely out of the hole. I'm almost out of there. So just a few more months. Hopefully, I think I pushed it back. It looks like it's going to be around the end of the year before I get everything, all my delinquencies caught up.
All right. That's
But I'm
good.
doing
Do you have a plan?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you got to have a plan before you can achieve anything. That's
There you go. I love it. I love it. Then stick to your plan. How
Yes.
are you doing with sticking to your plan and working the program?
I'm doing the things I'm required of. I'm just taking care of that, you know, as I've been instructed and doing that step by step. I'm staying clean, of course.
Yes.
But I'm taking things one day at a time with everything, you know.
Very good. Very
Mhm.
good. Very good. Walk in your sobriety, Mr. Franklin. It looks good on you. Things have turned around for you. And so I just want to encourage you to continue in your
Oh,
sobriety.
absolutely. Yes, ma'am. That's foremost. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. All right. Did you have any questions or concerns for the team this morning?
No, not really. You've helped me tremendously. My life is on track. And again, I'm taking things one day at a time and to continue on. And I'm miles away from where I was. And I'm grateful for everything, for life, for all the help and assistance the program has offered and given me. I'm just in a grateful state and just marching along.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Case manager, is that Mr. Griffin who has Mr. Franklin?
Yes,
Yes,
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Griffin, is he in compliance with everything?
Yes, Your Honor. He's in compliance with everything. He's currently in phase 5. So he's got everything, like you said. The only thing it's financial, so he's working on that. And other than that, he's doing everything he's supposed to do, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Franklin?
Just keep up the good work, Mr. Franklin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank
And-
you, sir.
Thank you.
If I could add, Mr. Franklin, you've always had a plan, and that's great. I've always seen that plan develop over time. Setbacks, you had a plan for that, and you kept working on it. Very proud of you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you much, sir. Mr. Vikings, thank you.
All right. If nothing else, Mr. Franklin, and if you don't have any questions, your next date will be a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin, and that will be on August 1st, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Did you get that, Mr. Franklin?
Yes, ma'am. Sure did.
All right. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Franklin for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you so much, Mr. Franklin. We appreciate
you.
your service. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Very good. You are free to leave.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Judge LaRonda Anderson is a probation case, or Driscoll.
Okay, wonderful. Miss Mack, let's just make sure they know that they are scheduled for 10 o'clock. I need to look at that schedule. Okay. All right, and then Tequila Adams is a review. Who has Miss Adams? No, I'm sorry, that's an arraignment on the bench warrant. Never mind. It's an arraignment on the bench. Okay. Very good. Are there any
Judge,
individuals? I'm sorry, Ms. Mack, are you saying something to me?
yes, Judge, the case that's scheduled for that arraignment on the bench warrant does not belong to you. That belongs to courtroom 533. So,
All right, so then I will take that off of my docket for
yes,
today.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that clarification. All right. Then we are going to have to wait on Mr. Brown, Mr. Dillard, and Mr. Marshall. What about Mr. Trimble? Has anyone made contact with Mr. Trimble?
Yeah, I did actually see Mr. Trimble yesterday.
Oh,
And
good.
I did tell him he also had to come in today.
He has to come in. Is there an issue?
I wasn't sure if he was able to zoom in or being good at zooming in. You know, he has something going on with the screen, but it's getting lower.
Okay, so yes, you did the right thing. Have him come in physically. And then so officer be prepared for Mr. Trimble as well. And then Mr. Kusheri, I saw you shaking your head. Was there a problem? Is there an issue on Trimble?
You know, I did speak with Mr. Yancey offline a little bit about it. It's,
Okay,
you know, he's aware that there's some hiccups in terms of treatment, not attending. I'm not sure if he's been working with Mr. Scott.
all right. Mr. Yancey, if you could send me an update as to what's going on with Mr. Trimble so I can be prepared. And then Mr. Scott, have you had contact with Mr. Trimble? Thank you, Mr. Kusheri.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have not had contact with Mr. Trimble. I have reached out a couple of times. The last time I spoke with him, he was making a concerted effort to keep his appointments. I know that's been a while back. I don't know what has transpired in the interim. I have not spoken with Mr. Kusheri, so it looks like there has been some barriers that have manifested that I'm not privy to, Your Honor. I do apologize for that.
That's okay. What I'd like to happen is for the three of you, Mr. Yancey, Mr. Kusheri, Mr. Scott, to go in a breakout room. I'd also like to be sent to a breakout room, Ms. Wilson, so that we can get an update, and I'd like to get some recommendations.
Good morning, Your Honor. Breakout room number 2.
That's perfect. Are you sending me an invitation as well, or can I just, oops, what I do? Can you send me an invitation too?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, there we go.
Corporal Dudley, can we help you today?
Yes, sir. I have a case today with, let's see here. This, that one. With Pamela Mathis.
Okay.
Like in the wrong courtroom.
Yeah, Miss Mack, can you help out Corporal Dudley? Is that the defendant's name, Corporal?
Yes, I can. Corporal Dudley, you can call the courtroom. I can find out where you need to be.
Yes, ma'am. What's the number?
313-965-2280.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll call you second.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Marshall.
Morning.
Good morning.
Judge is in a
Good morning.
breakout now.
Good morning, Mr. Marshall.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, team, are we ready to proceed? I am going to call. Uh-oh. My microphone is muted. There you go. Can you hear me?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I am going to start off first with Mr. James Marshall. I have case number 130-623-3301. Good morning, Mr. Marshall. Please state your full name for the record. Unmute for me.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. My full name is James Patrick Marshall.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Marshall. How?
With me today. So very briefly, because we've got 10 of y'all. So very briefly.
All right. Mr. Marshall, how are you today?
About yourself.
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Top screen. So if you want to start, and then we'll go from there.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lee Reddinghouse.
Okay.
I'm from
Very good.
Seattle, Washington.
All right. You're doing well, Mr. Marshall.
A prosecutor at the King's.
Yes, everything is well. Random testing is going good. The AA meetings are good. I recently completed a 12-week treatment course with the VA.
All right.
Cognitive and behavioral for substance abuse.
All rise for about the last.
All right. And how are you feeling about that? Did you take some good tools with you?
I did. It was similar to some of the other treatment courses I took, but it got a little deeper into the cognitive and behavioral aspects of substance abuse. Things like what can trigger you to
Thanks so much.
Want to do
I'm
a substance.
I worked and trained in the VA for about 10 years. So I have
Very good. Very good. Do you have any issues or concerns to relate to the team today, Mr. Marshall?
I have no issues, Judge.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. Very good. Anything to report out as to Mr. Marshall?
No, Your Honor, I did talk to him recently. He's doing good. I mean, he's in compliance with all aspects, and it was confirmed that he just did recently complete treatment. I believe he completed the treatment while we were out of town.
You catch us saying the old ones.
All right, awesome. What phase, Mr. Marshall in?
He is currently in phase 2, Your Honor.
All right, very
Legal
good.
issues, and I know you're all
All right,
very
anything from
excited.
any of the other team members as to
And I
Mr.
hope I can
Marshall?
make that interesting for you, and that will be
Yes,
very.
Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Marshall. Good report. Keep up the good work. I know you're a Navy man and a McKenzie High School man.
Everybody, my name is
Good
Tim.
work, sir.
I work for the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania.
We are proud of you, Mr. Marshall.
For about the last 10
Keep
years.
up the great work, sir. You're doing a
I've
great
worked
job.
at the county level.
Good morning, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Supervisor, drug court coordinator.
Mr.
How's everything
Kashiri?
Good to see you too.
And then took over for. the
All
mental
right,
health
Mr.
court as well.
Kashiri, is in
Thank you.
compliance
Looking
with
forward to working
everything?
you. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Marshall is entirely compliant. As reported, he had completed his programming. Mr. Marshall, it's great to see you. Congratulations on a good report. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your summer and reach out if you decide that you want to re-engage in any services at the VA, okay?
And co-founder.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate you back. Take care.
All
I
right,
am also a recently.
Mr.
retired
Marshall, if you don't have any
associate
questions,
dean
your
and
next
professor.
contact will be with Mr. Yancey. That will take place on July 25th, 2023 at 1:30.
Looking forward to working with you.
Okay, I got it. Okay. I don't have any questions or issues.
Living in Chicago.
Everything is good.
All right, awesome. Take good care of yourself, Mr. Marshall. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Marshall and thanking him for his service to this country and to us. Thank you, Mr. Marshall. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Wonderful. All right, you are free to leave. Give me 1
Okay.
second. All right,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Have a good one.
Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, I'm gonna be recommending Mr. Brown for discharge today.
Okay.
He came in and paid off his cost and fees.
Very
So he's getting better, able to move around a little more, but he's completed everything. And that was the last thing he needed to do.
Great. I see
Yes,
that,
Mr. Griffin.
I see Ashley Richardson is online. Is she scheduled today?
She was scheduled for Thursday, but we had something that she missed a screen,
Okay.
so that's why.
I got you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Been working for All Rights.
Mr. Yancey, if your client missed a screen, they are not eligible for a Zoom hearing. Okay, and so are we ready on Mr. Brown? Let's have him come, if he can come up to the podium. If not, he can speak very loudly from where he is.
Today, I am currently a coordinator with my court, but I'm also a licensed clinical therapist.
Are we ready on Mr. Brown?
Yes, Judge. And I have a recommendation also.
Okay, give me 1 second. I can't hear you all. All right, let's do it. I have for William Brown, case number 180-441-0401. Good morning to you, Mr. Brown.
Good morning. How you doing?
I am doing well. Oh, you sound good. It's not because you're leaving me today, is it? Can you hear me? Mr. Brown, you sound good today. Are you feeling good?
Yeah, well, I'm doing a whole lot better. Yeah.
All right, awesome, awesome. It's so good to see you. I know this has been a tough journey for you, but you did it, Mr. Brown. You did it. And so
Thank you
I
so
am
much.
so proud of you. I'm extremely
Yeah.
proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Mr. Griffin, let me hear from you.
Yeah, Judge. Since I took over Mr. Brown case, he's been a pleasure to work with. Even though he had to battle some health issues and stuff, he continued just to process. He's completed all the conditions of our Veterans Treatment Court program. And he's just been a pleasure to work with. I'm glad that I got an opportunity to go down and see him today and talk to him. And he's looked good. He's getting his health back together. He's able to walk. He's on a cane, but his mobility is getting back. Sobriety looks great on him. I mean, there's no better time to be in sobriety with the issues and stuff that he's facing. So I think he's in a great place at this time, Your Honor. I think he's stabilized. He does have aftercare services with the VA if needed. And at this time, Your Honor, he did come down and pay the remaining of his balance. I would like to recommend Mr. William Brown for discharge today, Your Honor. He has really worked the program throughout from the beginning. He's been with us a little bit over 14 months. And so he's done really well, Your Honor.
All right. Any objection from any of the team members?
No objections, Judge, and I'll be making a motion in this case, if I may.
Yes, you may proceed.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Brown, for successful completion of the program. The case cannot be dismissed. It's a drinking and driving case, but it can be closed with improvement. And I'm making the motion that this matter be closed with improvement. Mr. Brown, we're so proud of you. Thank you for your service. Keep up the good work. Take care of your health, long life, and have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And if I could add
Yes.
quickly, Judge, Mr. Brown, you've done this program very well from start to finish. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you and we thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank everyone.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. I'm sorry, give me 1 second, please. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
We can't hear you now.
No, we can't now.
Not now.
We can't hear you. Judge, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Judge.
Not
We can't hear
now.
you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. No.
No. Can't hear you. No.
No.
No. Can't hear you, Judge. Can see you, but can't hear you.
Judge, we can't hear you.
We cannot hear you, Judge.
No, Judge, we cannot hear you. No.
Okay, wonderful.
There we go.
I need you all
There
to
you go.
join me in
Now we
thanking, I'm
can.
closing this case with improvement, with improvement. Please join me in celebrating Mr. Brown for his service to this country, as well as his service to us and his successful completion of the program. Congratulations, Mr. Brown. Happy for you. Thank you so much. All right, sir. Mr. Brown, and be great. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. Keep in touch with us, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Yeah,
take care.
appreciate
All right.
everything. And I feel better than you know. I'm sorry. I feel better than ever, you know, by not be participating in alcohol or anything. My body seems like it's coming back. So it's been a wonderful time, and I appreciate everyone
Yes, sir.
for encouraging me and everything else. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Be great. Take care. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all. All right. I think the only person we have left is Mr. Dillard and Mr. Trimble.
Yes, Judge.
I think Mr. Dillard is in the courtroom, Judge.
All right, let's hurry up. Let's get Mr. Dillard done. Give me 1 second. All right, good. Good morning, Mr. Dillard. Good morning. I have for you case number Z8054161. State your full name for me.
Clarence Edwin Dillard.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Clarence Edwin Dillard.
All right, thank you. How are you this morning, Mr. Dillard?
Okay, how about you?
I'm doing all right. Got a lot going on this morning, but I'm doing all right, Mr. Dillard. All right, how did you do for the holiday?
Oh, I did okay. What about yourself?
It was pretty good, uneventful. So it was good. It was good. It was good.
And I took notes also. You said you would give us a quiz.
All right, tell me what you learned at that graduation, Mr. Dillard.
Well, I took notes to the point of I remember the keynote speaker, Donnie Foster, when she said, I'm not better off than you. I mean, I'm not better than you, but I'm better off.
All right, yes, sir. That stuck with a lot of people, including me. How about that? Including me.
Doing good.
All right.
Good. How are you? I'm good. I'm excited for all the training.
All right. Very good. And so, for the case manager, I've got to present in this meeting really quickly.
Mr. Dillard's doing great. He's in total compliance, Your Honor.
All right. And what is his phase, Mr.
He's
Dillard's phase?
he's in phase 5, Your Honor.
He's in phase 5.
Yes.
And so, wonderful. All right. And so with that, Mr. Dillard, I'm going to give you a face-to-face date with Mr. Griffin, with Mr. Yancey on August 1st, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Come on, you all. Let's celebrate Mr. Dillard and thank him for his service. Thank you, Mr. Dillard.
So we'll just give it a few more seconds for
All right, very good. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good to see you. All right, you all. We'll be on standby for Mr.
Face to face, so that's a phone call. All right, thank you.
Mr. Kashari, if you can hear me, I wanted to give you some information. I don't know if we can be put in the breakout room. Let me find out.
Sure.
Miss Mack, can we, or Miss Wilson, can, Mr., thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Anderson.
All right, are we ready on the 10 o'clock docket?
The client is here, Judge. I haven't seen the probation officer.
All right, Miss Mack, can you call? I'm on a break. So if you could call and tell them I need the probation officer, and then did Mr. Trimble show up?
Yes, Mr. Trimble is in the courtroom. He stepped out, but he is in the courtroom.
Can you all grab him so I can do his case?
Yes, ma'am.
And if that is the probation person, please let them in. I'll go ahead. That is. All right. Miss O'Driscoll, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Are we ready to proceed with your case?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right. I am calling for LaRonda Anderson. I have the following: SP 1322579, counts 1 and 2 and 3. Case number SP 1322580, case number SP 1322580, and case number Z8086181. On behalf of probation,
Jennifer O'Driscoll on behalf of probation.
thank you. And then Ms. Anderson, state your full name for me.
LaRondra Malika Anderson.
All right. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning, Ms. Anderson?
Life is lifing, but I'm okay.
But you're okay. You're lifing along with it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And making some good decisions, some good moves. Am I correct?
Sure.
All right. Awesome. Very good. Let me hear from Ms. O'Driscoll. How's Ms. Anderson doing on her probation?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ms. Anderson is doing well for all the obstacles that have been thrown in her way. Recall from last time, she was one that had her car stolen and then was used in a murder scene. So she has the car back, but it's not drivable. So trying to work with the auto theft unit from Wayne County to see what we can do to help her with that. So far, she's completed the victims impact panel. She's provided proof of her education, and she did do the substance abuse evaluation. She continues to screen once a week, which has all been negative at this point. She still needs to do the alcohol highway safety education level 1 and the marijuana insight class, and of course pay her court costs, fines, and fees.
All right. Very good. So no issues to report. Is that correct, Ms. O'Driscoll?
Yeah, no issues to report.
All right. Very good. You are doing well on the probation, Ms. O'Driscoll. How much time does she have left on the probation?
Was sentenced to a 12-month term of probation on March 21st of 2023. So let's see.
So she has a little while.
About 8 months.
All right. All right. And so, Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions for the team? I want you to get that alcohol highway safety education done and that marijuana insight class completed and start tackling your fines and costs, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can I count on you to get that done?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes.
Very good. What have you learned so far? I think Ms. O'Driscoll said you did your victims impact panel. What have you learned so far through this experience?
Well, I've learned the importance of following the law, and that I could have, put myself and others in danger. And I just, every day that I'm here, I'm thankful and I'm grateful, but this is very costly. This is a very costly lesson for me. It's no right time for this to happen, but this is definitely not a time for me. And I'm just, trying to keep my head up and do what I need to do to complete um, you know, probation and not end up in this situation again.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Very good. All right, Miss Anderson, I want you to keep going, keep doing the things that you're doing. And I'm not going to see you again until August 15th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Miss O'Driscoll, anything else?
Yeah, nothing from probation, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. You are
Okay, thanks.
excused.
All right, thank you. You have a great day.
All right, you
day.
you do the same, both of you. All right, are we ready on Trimble?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's walking around the building somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at.
Okay, um, you all let me know when he returns so that I can do his case.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Staples.
Good morning, Mr. Ray. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you today, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just
Good. Is Miss Cleveland your case manager?
yes.
Yes. Okay. Just put yourself on mute for a minute, okay? We're gonna.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Remember when I first started running it, I told y'all, man, 9 months is a long time.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, Judge.
All right, are we ready on Mr. Trimble?
Yes, he's in the courtroom. If you can come up to the podium, that'd be great.
All right, I am calling case number 220-610-6601. Mr. Trimble, please state your full name. Oh, I couldn't hear him. I don't hear him. Are you all muted in the courtroom? Because I can't hear Mr.
Sorry
Trimble.
about that, Judge. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Good morning, Mr. Trimble. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good this morning. Doing good. How about you?
Well, I'm doing okay. Just a little confused about your time of arrival, maybe a little bit. And then, Mr. Trimble, you've not done anything that the court asked you to do.
Yes, my next consultation with Ms. Ann Long is on July 20th. And basically she's gonna talk to me about my mental health, my drinking problems, and she's gonna give me ways to resolve everything.
No, Mr. Trimble, you had some appointments that were scheduled and you did not show up for them. Where's Mr. Kusheri? Is he on with us? Mr. Kusheri?
I apologize,
No,
Judge.
that's okay. No, you have been so patient. I appreciate you. I know it's been a morning. So, Mr. Kusheri, he's missed some appointments. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. He has missed several appointments since his last review where you had seen him. And I can, if you'd like, I can go over those briefly.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so I just want to make sure. So he was last seen by Ms. Long, the social worker for case management, on June 8th. Since that time, he missed a scheduled appointment with the psychiatrist on the 27th of June. His referral to chemical dependency was closed out due to failure to respond to staff outreach or return in contact to even schedule the substance use counseling. And then he did miss an initial appointment, another appointment with a mental health provider on the 30th of June. So right now, his next appointment for outpatient is with Ms. Long. And as he reported, that is in July. And then he has psychiatry, but that is not scheduled until October. And those are his two follow-up appointments right now.
All right. And so, Mr. Kusheri, Mr. Trimble has been with us since when, Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. He has been with us since March 28th of this year, Your Honor.
All right, so it's been since March, and I have not been able to get Mr. Trimble to follow up with his treatment as ordered by this court. Every time he comes in, he tells me about his future appointment, and he's going to do it. The last time Mr. Trimble was before me, I explained to him that he was to attend the appointments that had been scheduled for June, or there would be consequences. Well, today is the consequences, Mr. Trimble. You're not following through. So here's where we are, Mr. Trimble. One of two things are going to happen. Mr. Kusheri has checked with and checked into the domiciliary so that we can get you in an environment where you can get connected to your services and do the things that you need to do. And so that you may not be able, Mr. Kusheri, do you have an update as to when they will have a space available for him?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't have a solid admission date. It depends on Mr. Trimble and his willingness to respond to their outreach. So they have scheduled the screening orientation for the program tomorrow at 10 a.m. So they will be reaching out to him at 10 a.m. And if he completes that orientation successfully, if he receives the information and is agreeable to the referral, then they would schedule the admission date. But it has to be voluntary. He has to agree to it, and he has to answer that call at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. So Mr. Trimble, here's where we are. I have been trying to work with you since March. You are either going to go to the domiciliary or you're going to have some issues with respect to being able to stay in the free world, because you're not doing what the court has ordered you to do. And everything I've ordered you to do is to help you. And so I'd like you to go to the domiciliary. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
All right. So I appreciate that you're willing to do that, because what I believe, Mr. Trimble, is once you get there and you get in an environment where you are connected to the services that you need, that things are going to start turning around for you. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start being more productive, and you're going to like feeling better and being more productive. And so I want that for you. Do you want that for yourself, Mr. Trimble?
I mean, I appreciate Ms. Anna Long and Mr. Manning Nelson and Dr. Zhu with the team I was working with. It seems like, I like those guys. I mean, I wouldn't mind the domicile.
All right, because you're not really working with them right now, Mr. Trimble. You kind of giving them the runaround. You're not showing up. They scheduling stuff. They have to cancel it because, Mr. Trimble, you're not showing up. So let's go to the domiciliary and let's make sure that you are able to get services, get connected to services. So, Mr. Trimble, do you have a telephone where they can contact you?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. So here's what you're going to do. Instead of going to jail today, you're going to come back to the courthouse on tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. Actually, I want you there at 8:30. And you're going to sit at the court so you can be there when you get that 10 o'clock phone call. Mr. Yancey, I'll need you to monitor that for me so he can do his interview and his orientation and his screening. And then you'll let me know what next steps are, and I'll give him a new court date on tomorrow. So, Mr. Trimble, do you have that down? You're going to come to the court tomorrow at 8:30.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I don't want to send you to jail, Mr. Trimble. You're such a wonderful person. But listen, you've got to follow the mandates of the program, and you're not doing that, sir. So we're going to try to help you help yourself. So I need you to come in tomorrow with your cell phone. I need you to be there at 8:30 a.m. Did you hear that, Mr. Trimble?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I need you to get up, move early on tomorrow morning. Don't come when you get ready, because we all have hectic schedules tomorrow. And so don't come when you get ready. You need to be here at 8:30, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for me, Mr. Trimble?
Can I speak to Mr. Yancey after this?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Mr. Yancey, make sure you stress that he has to be there tomorrow, because I don't want to put a warrant out and have to go pick him up and then he will go to jail. I'd rather see him get connected to treatment, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I just want to, my last thing, I want to make sure that they have his correct phone number. I believe he has a new number that might be 1 or 2 weeks old. So we want to make sure that they're calling the right number.
All right. So, Mr. Yancey, what I'd like to happen is for you, Mr. Kusheri, and Mr. Trimble to be placed into a breakout room. And then let's get that number and make sure, Mr. Trimble, if you don't get that call tomorrow, that's going to be your fault. Okay, because you are an adult and you are responsible for making sure they have the information to contact you. So we'll put you in a breakout room so you can get that number, give that number. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Trimble?
Judge, I would just add, Mr. Trimble, you must come back to court tomorrow morning at 8:30. We only want to help you. We don't want to hurt you. So come back to court tomorrow at 8:30, Mr. Trimble. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. So Ms. Mack, we're putting him on the docket for tomorrow, July 12th. And that's going to be in person at 8:30 a.m. All right. If nothing else for my consideration, thank you all for your patience on this morning. Thank you for working with me. I'm going to see Mr. Trimble on tomorrow. Let's get him set up for the conference room and you all can get him in.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Trimble. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right, Miss. Thank you, Mr. Kusheri. Thank you, Mr. Parker. I'm going to leave, but I do need Mr. Kusheri and Mr. Yancey to go in that breakout room, make sure he has what he needs. Because tomorrow I'm not taking any excuses from him, none at all.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
all right,
Yes, sir.
very good. Thank you all. We'll be on standby. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Pikens,
yes, sir.
I think we're leaving now. At least I'm leaving now.
Yeah, I
Are
think
we
so.
good?
I think we're good. I don't think there's anything we can add to Mr. Yancey or Mr. Kusheri's conversation.
I don't think so. I saw Mr. Staples, but I don't know if he talked to someone or he just,
Yeah,
he's Miss Cleveland's client. He was scheduled yesterday's docket, but he's in residential, so I think he's doing okay.
yeah. Yep. I think so. No, I don't think there's anything more we can do here, Mr. Reed.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll
Yep.
talk to you in a few.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.